I started out in art just as a kid. I just always loved to draw, and I think the moment when I was in church with my mom and I was drawing on the back of an index card and she accused me of tracing and I hadn't, I kind of knew, hey, maybe I'm not so bad at this. And then after that, I just had a passion for it. I just loved drawing and creating anything I could get my hands on, paper, pencil, paint, whatever. And I just grabbed everything I could and taught myself as much as I could and took as many lessons as I could as well. The last few years I've been working more mixed media. Before I was kind of a watercolor purist, and using different media to create the image and the story that I want to tell definitely has a meaning and significance. Partly it's just my selfish love for drawing faces with pencil. There's something very visceral about that, and I really love the way it turns out. I think having most of my faces black and white and drawn just makes them feel even more just human and imperfect. You see the texture of the surface that it's drawn on, and you notice the ways the light bounces off the different features of the face. I think combining a little Western element is my roots here in Texas. I grew up here, but I've always been interested in the stars and something beyond. So to me, the cosmic element actually represents a spiritual element as well. So I combine those two to create kind of a new iconography, and I create my sort of everyday saints and just play with the idea of something beyond ourselves. I think people in Texas are dreamers and doers, and I think the idea of space is such a neat thing related to Texas. You know, Houston, we have a problem. But at the same time, that cowboy spirit of coming into a new frontier and making it our own and doing the best we can with it is a really neat idea that I really like to incorporate. The majority of what my art is about falls into that spectrum of the everyday saint. I really like the idea of the everyday person being able to relate to God and have a spiritual life, not making it so unapproachable. So the approachability of the everyday person, people you might recognize, someone looks familiar in my work. I'm inspired by the people that I know, so a lot of the faces are sort of an homage to people that are in my life. And so I like that idea of that everyday person that can do extraordinary things and be more than just what you see on this earth. When people see my work, I really hope that they're encouraged, that there's something bigger than themselves and something good out there, that the world right now that's so confusing and there's so much, a lot of negativity and a lot of really crazy things going on. I hope that my art can bring some hope and some encouragement and a sense of possibility that there's more out there and that it is good.